Have you ever noticed something strange? Your thoughts never stop. They keep flowing silently inside your mind. But the moment you try to understand them, everything suddenly becomes confusing and unclear. You think you understand your own mind perfectly, but the moment someone asks you to define consciousness, your thoughts freeze, and suddenly, you don't know what to say. This is not just your problem. Even psychologists like William James believe that consciousness is something we experience every moment, but defining it clearly is extremely difficult. Imagine your mind as a river, constantly flowing, never stopping, always changing, carrying thoughts from one moment to another without giving you any chance to pause. Every thought feels separate, like individual pieces, but somehow they connect perfectly to create one continuous experience that you believe is your complete self. At this very moment, your mind is thinking, remembering, imagining, and reacting all at once, without you even realizing how complex this entire process really is. But here is the real mystery. If thoughts are separate and constantly changing, then how do they combine so smoothly to create a single, unified consciousness? William James described this as the stream of consciousness, a continuous flow where thoughts move freely, constantly shifting without ever truly stopping. When you read a sentence, each word appears separately, but your mind connects them instantly, forming meaning without effort, as if everything exists together at once. Now imagine if each word was understood separately by different people. Then how would a complete sentence ever form inside a single consciousness? Now think carefully. When your mind jumps from one thought to another, you never notice the small gap between them, but that gap hides something deeply mysterious. Those tiny gaps between thoughts exist quietly, and your brain fills them automatically, creating a smooth experience that feels continuous and real. Your mind edits reality constantly, connecting separate pieces of thinking so perfectly that you never realize how broken your thoughts actually are. This is why your experience feels continuous, even though your consciousness is built from many small moments stitched together by your brain. What if your consciousness is not fixed, but constantly rebuilding itself every moment without you even noticing the change happening inside your mind? You are not the same person you were seconds ago, because your thoughts have already changed, and with them, your perception of reality keeps shifting continuously. Every memory you recall feels real, but your brain rebuilds it every time, sometimes changing details without you even realizing that something has shifted. So if your thoughts change, your memories shift, and your perception evolves, then what exactly remains constant inside you? Is there something deeper inside you, something silent that observes everything without ever changing no matter what happens in your mind? You are not your thoughts, you are the observer behind them, silently watching as thoughts rise and disappear like waves in an endless ocean.
Your thoughts may feel loud and overwhelming, but the observer inside you always remains calm, silent, and completely untouched by the chaos.
The more you believe your thoughts, the more control they gain over you, slowly trapping you inside patterns that feel impossible to escape.
But the moment you step back and observe your thoughts, everything begins to change, because now you are no longer inside the chaos, you are watching it.
This small shift in awareness breaks the illusion, showing you that your thoughts are not controlling you as much as you once believed. The moment you realize this truth, something changes inside you, because now you understand that your thoughts no longer have complete control over you. Instead of reacting instantly to every thought, you begin to pause, observe carefully, and understand what your mind is actually doing in each moment.
In that moment of pause, you discover something powerful, a kind of control that does not come from force, but from awareness and quiet understanding.
Your thoughts begin to lose their control over you, because you stop believing every single thing your mind automatically tells you without question. You start to see your thoughts as temporary events, not permanent truths, and this realization changes the way you experience your emotions in life.
So the next time your mind feels overwhelming, do not fight your thoughts. Simply observe them quietly and allow them to pass naturally.
And slowly, you will begin to realize that your mind is not your enemy. It is simply something that you need to understand deeply. Because the mystery of consciousness is not something you can fully solve. It is something you experience and understand gradually over time. The more you observe your thoughts, the more you begin to understand yourself. And this awareness brings clarity and peace into your life. This is where true awareness begins, not by controlling your thoughts, but by simply watching them without judgment or fear. If you want more videos based on psychology facts like this, then make sure to subscribe to my channel.